Welcome back, everybody. As you probably guessed from the title of the video, today we're going over Olight's July Flash sale. It's their biggest sale of the year, every year when they do them. And big, right up front, everything on the site, regardless of product type, is 20% off. There will be a discount code here on your screen for an additional 10% off. I believe they work in conjunction here. And of course, there is an affiliate link in the video description as well if you guys want to pick some stuff up. Some of the stuff is up to 50% off, and it's pretty cool. So there's a few new things, and then one thing that I pulled out just looking at the sale details that I think you guys are going to want to look at. So we'll walk through them here at first. So we have these guys here, the Olight Warrior Mini 2s. These have been extremely popular. These particular ones for this flash sale, there's 4 of them, and they're different colors and have different inscriptions on them, but they're all titanium 3D printed, which is pretty cool. Basics of them is that they have this ring if you want to use it for retention or just clipping it on something. Of course, we have our 2-way clip on there. It is a tail cap activated as well as a button. So if you want to use it in quote unquote a tactical role, you can do so with that gas pedal tail cap, slight press for low, high press for high, if that makes sense. And then if you want to work through the different modes, you can do so here on this little button here. Then we'll show you that at the beam comparison portion of the video later on. These also have a little indicator right up front. It's a black sensor, so that way if you get too close to something, it will dim it down. So that way, say you're up against a bright white wall or something like that, and for whatever reason you turn it on turbo, it will dial it down so that way it doesn't wash your eyes out. So there is that. Again, there's going to be 4 different colors for the flash sale. All the details of the lights, the sale details, and all that stuff should be on your screen. This video will probably be up before the flash sale is live for everyone because the Olight Pro members get early access on the 22nd, so I'm trying to sort of split it in the middle. But anyway, you guys will see the beam comparison out of these. These are impressive lights for the size and money that they charge. Of course, they're tail cap rechargeable as well as with most of the Olight products. Now this guy here, which is their Baldr S, it is a weapon light, as you can imagine. It comes with a Glock and 1913 rail insert. It is adjustable, so that way when it's in open position, you can set it up for your gun and how you like to interface with it. Interface there is press and hold for momentary, and then click for constant on. It has a light and laser in there. The laser is high up in there, which I do like. It's smart, it's closer to the bore access, and then you can actually adjust it. So if you want light only, laser only, or light and laser combo, you can pick that. And then of course the availability to dial it in is on the side here. And again, we'll see the beam comparison, or pattern rather, in just a second. This guy right here, one of my favorites. Longtime viewers of the channel know I am a huge Candela fan. This thing's got 250,000 Candela. You guys are about to see that here in just a second when we take a look at the beam. But this is the Warrior X Turbo. It is a thrower. It's got some power, tail cap rechargeable clip here. You can remove it if you want to. It's got a 1-inch body if you want to weapon mount it. However, with that large head, just check for interference, of course, on your weapon system. It's going to depend on your handguard and those sorts of things. These are powered by their 500 mAh batteries, rechargeable, powerful stuff, and it's an impressive light. You guys are going to see that here in a second. Again, tail cap, gas pedal, low, and then high. And additionally, we have their new O-Pen Pro, which this thing's cool. I like the other O-Pens. I use them all the time. Several of you guys saw me recently at an event in Iowa, and I actually had it on me, as you guys saw. But this one's sleeker and cooler, in my opinion. So they made it slimmer than the other ones. Obviously, it is a metal pen, which if you actually put the tip out, can easily be used as an improvised weapon, as well as a writing instrument. But this one actually has some other functions to it as well. So if you press and hold there on the top, I'm not sure if you guys can see that right now, you get a green laser. You'll definitely see it there at night. And then you can also actuate the light from it by pressing to the side there, as you guys can see, and you can work through the different modes. And again, we'll show you that here at night and sort of work through all of those different modes. Those are the new products for this flash sale, but one that they're having a 50% off sale on that I wanted to showcase that we've talked about here before on the channel is this guy here. It's the PL2 with the red laser, and obviously it is a weapon light and laser combo as well. You can adjust. Same thing, laser only, light only, laser only. And again, these take 2 CR123A batteries. They're not rechargeable, but for the money that they're charging during the sale, it is a lot of value. I should have mentioned that earlier, is that this guy here is also rechargeable via the magnetic system that Olight employs. So with that all set aside, let's take a look at the beam patterns rather of all of these, and then come back and sort of wrap it up at the end. For those of you who are new here to the channel, that spot there where the wood fence meets the iron fence is approximately 35 feet away. Those trees there in the background are approximately 40 to 50 feet away. I have my camera set on manual, so that way it is as close as possible to what you see with my human eye. That said, tonight is a full moon, so we have plenty of natural illumination out here. The output that you see right now is from the Olight Mini Warrior 2 on the low setting with the tail cap. So you guys can see it has a focused hotspot, and if we bump it up there on high, you can really see that's got some juice, especially for a little light. The hotspot at this distance, about 10 to 12 feet, and it's got a good bit of spill as well. So again, for a light that is barely as long as your hand and relatively small, it's got a good output. That is using the side switch, and we'll just work through the different modes there. You can see the low, medium, and high, and then if you double click, it'll go into strobe mode. Again, with the tail cap, low and high. The output that you see now is from the Olight Baldr PL2 with the red laser. The laser obviously is in the center of the hotspot, so it's probably washing it out on camera. With my human eye, it is perfectly visible. Maybe it's a little bit easier to see there in the trees, but I'm not sure how it comes across there on camera. But you can see the hotspot there at this distance, and then it's got plenty of spill as well. It's a good balanced beam pattern. Right there, I just turn the laser off, and there we'll go just a laser on there if you just want to drive your dog nuts. Conserve battery life, of course, as well. That's the output there. The light that you're looking at now is from that compact Baldr S with the green laser on there. The laser, probably a little bit easier to see with green there than it was with red to the camera. That's true to the human eye as well. You can see the beam pattern there. Again, it's got plenty of spill, but it still has a nice decent hotspot, especially for a light of this size. I should note it does have a low mode as well if you guys are afraid of the lumens or whatever the case may be. I know some of you guys out there are, so it has that option for you as well. I see no reason for it. There, of course, is just the green laser and light, and then no laser. And here's the output from the Warrior X Turbo. This, of course, is the low mode, but you can get a very good idea of just how concentrated that beam is. It has a wide spill with a hard edge, and then if we bump it up into high, you can just see that intensity is probably washing out on camera, but it is bright, very, very bright. And to demonstrate that, we're going to step across and look across the lake rather here in just a second. The camera is about 8 feet from the fence right now. Obviously, you guys are seeing the natural moonlight that we have out here with the O pen. If you go ahead and press up on the button, I think I said press to the side earlier, you press up on it, and that will turn just the laser on that you guys can see there. So if you're in a board meeting or something like that, there you go. And then if you want as well, you can just click on it once, and the air conditioning unit turned on. That's probably annoying, but hey, it is what it is. And then we'll work through the different modes there. And you can see there on high, it is way, way brighter than what you would get with, say, like an iPhone or something like that. Much, much brighter. As we already discussed earlier, we have a full moon out there, so plenty of illumination. And we're gonna scan back over there across the lake. And the shoreline over there is approximately 110 yards away. So a significant difference in terms of what we were just looking at from 35 feet to 110 yards. So here is the output from the Baldr S. And you guys can see that little fishing shack there. It's lit up, but you'd have a hard time really identifying what's in there all that well. If I turn the laser on, we'll see if you guys can see that as well. It should be pretty visible to you on camera. We'll zoom in there to get you guys a better idea of just what I'm seeing here with my human eye. So you could definitely see the laser on there. If somebody was standing there, you'd know they were there, but it'd probably be pretty hard to identify an object in their hand. Here we have the output from the Olight Warrior Mini 2, and you guys can get an idea of what that looks like. I believe this is a 14,000 plus candela light, so adding a little bit more candela to what you're just seeing. We have a dying rosemary bush down here, right here in the lower right of your screen, so you can get a good idea of the spill. But again, we'll zoom in there and let you guys kind of get a better appreciation of what I'm seeing with my human eye. The camera doesn't do it justice without being zoomed in, and even zoomed in, it might not do it the best justice out there. And just to show you how much of a throw monster this thing is, this is the Warrior Turbo there on low. Look at that candela. Again, that's on low. And then if we go to high, again, that shack's about 130 yards away from where this camera is right now. And just to sort of back it out and get you guys to see what you can see. There used to be an eagle's nest in one of these trees. It's gone. A hurricane took it away. But if it was there, I guarantee you, I could very, very easily identify it. Again, if somebody was standing in that shack, it'd be very easy to tell. Let's say if it was a cell phone or a gun in their hand or something like that, even at this distance, PID would be absolutely no issues. Again, 250,000 candela. This thing is a throw monster. With the beam comparison out of the way, I think we've covered most of the important details on any of the items. If you guys have made it this far and you clicked on this video and it upsets you, for whatever reason, there's a link down below for a mental health resource. Mental health is a real problem in the country today, so if you're getting upset by watching this video, definitely check out that link to get some help because there's something wrong with you and I want you guys to be better. So there is that. Full disclosure, Olight did send all these out. They don't pay me for these videos, but again, it is an affiliate link in the video description. That's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video.